Yeah, I've been a union member for a long time, although I've been a member of three different unions over the course of my career. Early on in my career, I was a university teacher and I was a member of CUPE. And at that time, a couple things come to mind as far as benefits for membership. Uh, as a teaching assistant or research assistant at a university, you actually don't make a lot of money. You're doing that as part of being a graduate student, and then you're working part time. And so, in that case, it's important when you're not working full time and you're living in a place like Toronto. Obviously, that's not a very affordable place. And so, the union plays a role in not only making sure that we make a comparable wage for our industry, but also trying to make gains. And the first year I was actually a CUPE member, we were locked out by our employer for 3 months. And it was a very tense period of labor dispute. And the employer was quite intransigent and actually tried to break our union. They thought that maybe we weren't organized enough. They thought that they had the provincial government on their side. And so over a 3 month period, it was very challenging to be walking a picket line for that long, but the employer was coming for concessions, so wage reductions. They wanted to reduce our benefits, which obviously, if you're not making a huge amount of money, benefits for a dental plan or healthcare are really important. And so that was a period where we had to band together as members and, face a very aggressive employer who was trying to gut our union, gut our collective agreement, and we had to stand together. We had to learn what it meant to walk a picket line in the winter for 3 months. And over that period of time, I met so many of my coworkers that I would not have met otherwise. York University is a very large place. The membership for our union is about 3,500 people, and so there was not only the benefit of learning, why we were in this dispute and the fact that it was forced upon us. We would have been ready to strike, but in fact we were locked out, and the aggression at which the employer was trying to gut our collective agreement was breathtaking. And so. After that, I actually became the next elected president of my union local, CUPE 3903, in 2009. And at that time, there's a lot of healing that needs to happen, within the workplace, but also within the union after you've had a 3 month labor dispute. And so at that time, it was a lot of member one-on-one engagement to understand how people had come through the labor dispute, how they were feeling, any issues that had arisen in their workplace, since. It was a real learning opportunity for me, not only on a human level of talking to my fellow coworkers, but also what it would mean to not just be a rank and file member or a member of the strike committee, or a thing we call in unions flying squads, which are involved in other larger political actions, or just going and supporting other unions that you're not a member of. And so being an elected official is a different role, and I got to learn what it meant to listen to members, to be able to meet them where they're at, and hopefully work with them to organize to better our working conditions.